Let's give a round of applause to welcome Mr. Budi Soehardi.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, actually, I want to say I'm very envious to you all because you are so young. I try to dress up like a young person, but I cannot cheat. My hair is too white for it. And also quite envious to Mr. Martin Tan. I cannot say 36 and counting because my number is much higher than that. Anyway, I have nothing much to say except tell some stories because all the wise words has been spoken by my good friend Eddie, Miss Zhang, and then Martin. All the essence has been spoken, has been said and laid out properly with the proper and much better English than me. Okay, first to introduce myself to some of you who might not know me yet. I was born quite a long time ago. My job is a long-distance driver at one stage, super long-distance driver, driving from Singapore to New York non-stop, back and forth, traveling around the Pacific, the North Pole, name it, any part of the world. I've been flying for the last 37 years. And I'm still flying. I'm also a very productive person because I have 148 children. They are not my biological though. I have 3 children of my own, and I have another 148 children at the orphanage. I'm a semi-expert agriculturist because that's how we support the orphanage to be self-sufficient on food, especially on rice. And I'm learning a lot about photography from Edison, still learning. Where I am now, especially related to the orphanage that we are running since 2000, was began then from no planning. So we have no planning at all. I was living comfortably in Singapore in 1999, together with my wife and my 3 children. And one evening, while we were having our dinner, special dinner, because I brought in all the food from the place that I lived before for the 9 years that time. So I used to live in Korea, so I brought in all the kimchi, all the bulgogi, kalbi, everything from Korea I brought in. And on the evening, also very special to us because while having dinner, we were planning to travel around the world for 33 days, first class all the way. But while having our dinner, I was having the privilege to see a television broadcasting a very sad story about the East Timor refugees who are living in their refugee camps. The condition is very contrast because in one side, me and my family, we're having very good environment, very nice and special dinner to us, planning to travel around the world. But on the other hand, on the television, we saw people who are suffering. My wife and I, we got hit with that scene And our meal, our dinner was kind of disturbed. Both of us kind of stopped of eating. At 11 o'clock, we discussed about it, we pray about it, and we decided that we will delay or postpone our holiday trip. So instead of going for a holiday, we decided to go to visit the East Timor refugees who are living in their miserable camps. We were planning to bring whatever we can bring, up to 500 kilograms of what we can bring, for especially with the children. But on the actual date itself, we were blessed that we were able to bring more than 40 tons of many things, of goods, especially for the children. It was well beyond our imagination, but through networks, friends, and friendships that we nurtured, we managed to deliver something beyond our own strength. So, first advice to you all, while you're young, build your network, make friends, go out, help others. As Eddie said, as the previous speaker said, help others first, and later on, you will see that actually you are helping yourself. I will share with you later on about it. After making the trip, or several trips, to the so-called the refugee camps. By the way, what we brought in that time of 40 tons is actually nothing. The number of refugees was about 150,000 people. Again, after making several trips, we scratch our head and think about it, that our efforts is actually so-called like hit and run. Bringing food, utensils, or day-to-day necessities actually is good for a while. For food-wise, maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, a week at the most. Then they will be back to square one. They will be living miserably again. So we think about it again. We thought that it's just hit and run case. So we decided to look after the young by means of having some kind of children's home. It is very, very basic act of love, we call it, because what we can give, that one, not much. What we can give is based of my salary, my own strength. So initially we don't have anything as a place to hold to host the children. We rented a house and fill up with 4 children. From 4 children becomes 6. 6 become 8. Then from 8 become 6 again, because some people spreading rumors that the babies who is under our care later on will be sold. So it was very sad. But later on, after the number became 12 or 14 at the time, the rented houses became too small. So we have to have our own place. What we have was forgotten property or land. We got it in 1992. We didn't even know that that land was exist until on the beginning of 2000, when we need a place to build our orphanage. And hey, can you remember that we have a land here actually before? So we looked for the land. We found the land, and it was very demoralizing because there was nowhere. full of stones, and even to get to that particular location was very, very difficult. No road. But we moved forward. We did the cleanup, clear up the stones, dig up the stones to make it flat. Then later on, we built the orphanage. My wife was asking me initially, can we build 3 rooms? Okay, I said yes. 3 days later, she said, 5 rooms? Okay, final, huh? Final. But a week later, she asked 9 rooms. Hey, honey, I'm a salary man. I don't have enough money, you know. Oh, 9 final, 9 final. Okay, I said fine, okay. But the building there actually, I planned to be nice place to be built in 5 years. 11 months later, actually, we built a building 29 by 47 meters. And now the home is a home for 147 children. We have few buildings, and I'm proudly to say, I can brag now. I'm so proud of myself that the orphanage is self-sufficient on its food. We work hard at the orphanage. Okay. We work hard at the orphanage. The children and I, we work hand in hand. Planting paddy to have our own rice. And actually, it's amazing. Why? If you go to an orphanage or children's home, usually, what will you bring in? Something to assist them, food, this and that, right? Or maybe a bag or 2 bags of rice. Last year, our orphanage was not receiving rice. Instead of receiving rice, last year, from our own planted rice, we give away rice of about 10 tons. And we will do better from now onwards because someone out of the blue giving us or blessing us with 3 tractors. So food is not the problem. It's your willingness to work. So it's a will to survive. And the will is nothing except from you. It's not from nowhere else. It's from you. You are born with hardware and software completely. It is for you to process it. And you as a whole, as a person, or maybe I can say it's a country. I can put it this way. Either country or individual, we are just like an egg, chicken egg. If the egg is broken from outside to an egg, it means death. But if the egg is broken from inside, it means life. So it's up to you to stir up what you have inside you with the, again, software and hardware completed inside you, to dwell on it, and I'm sure you will be able to be a good leader, making a breakthrough, not only benefiting Singapore, but the world. Is it possible? Very possible. Example, well, who doesn't know Singapore? So be proud to be Singaporean, and like it or not, You will be the caretaker of this country. You will be the person who will look after the older ones later on and soon. Please don't waste time. Don't waste time. I'm regretting why I'm at this age now, because in the past, there's so many things that I haven't done. And I could have done it when I was young. I regretted that one day is only 24 hours. If it's a day, 48 hours, I can do so many other things. Yes, at the orphanage, we have 148 children now. Day in, day out, we have to look after them. The youngest is 1 month and 3 days. And the oldest, 24 years old. He just graduated from medical school. 3 years ago, 4 children finished university as well, mechanical engineering, law, and a pastor. Currently, we have 3 children in the second year university. And we have 27 children now in a high school. So for the next 3 years, I don't know, I hope I can manage, to send them all to universities. The poverty cycles, it is widely known to everybody, can only be broken through education. So my gift to them, as much as possible, is education. It's true, not everybody will be successful in their academic activities or through academic activities. Some children will be excellent on doing a practical, so-called skills basis activities. For that reason, my wife and I, we are trying our best to accommodate them. It's not actually to helping them, not to help them, but actually to help myself. Why? Well, my productive age is not that long anymore. Well, maximum I can still fly the plane about 8 more years after 37 years of flying. So when I'm not flying anymore, it means I will have no income, no more income. And to be honest, I don't have any saving, not much, because my income is just enough for me here to pay up for my own children, and the rest is for the orphanage. So what the efforts that I'm trying to do is to create a farm. And this farm, later on, is planned to be able to finance the whole activities. For start, I've done the land clearing. Initially, doing some land clearing for the dragon fruit farm. I've studied about dragon fruit properly, and I'm blessed to meet with some people who are able to share their knowledge, where we can make the dragon fruit to bear fruits where it's not supposed to be the season. And so many other things like crops. I can give you lychee is on plan, and custard apple. There's many details, many things can be done. If you look at the land that I'm having now, you will be pessimistic, because the land is full of stone, not fertile land. But again, through knowledge, through Mr. Google, internet, we can find so many other things. So internet is very good if you use it properly. We studied about plants which can grow well on the marginal land. And from there, I can prove it to you, maybe in less than 5 years. That place will be somewhere when we can actually generate the income to finance the orphanage and the rest. Besides the running the orphanage, my wife and I, we have activities also, mobile library. For those who are not able to come to our orphanage library, we bring the books to the children. Our regular destinations is 29 different villages. We're reaching out to 3,000 children and different mountainous areas. Some of you are from Singapore, from NUS, from NTU, has been coming to our place. Singapore government through MCYS has been sending Singaporean youth to us for the last 6-7 years. The next group will be sent to us is in December. Next month we will have a group from, I think, NTU coming to see the possibility of creating something which is out of the blue from scratch. So hopefully I can, talk to you again next time about the development of that place. Now it's a barren land. Now it's nothing. But I can assure you, talk to me in 3 years' time, something will be there and something good. There are so many stories, beautiful, wonderful, some miraculous I can share with you, but I don't think the time is on our side. Okay, go to the website if you want to see more about our activities. So many things, and I can invite you to come to our place to share our joy, to share our activities, to share some basic activities where for Singaporean it's quite hard for you to have to experience it. I will introduce to you some basic skills, basic kind of living, but it will enrich you for life. My upbringing activities was not that smooth in terms of financially. It will be lucky for me during my upbringing, after my father passed away so suddenly, when I was almost 9 that time. It will be lucky for us to have a decent meal a day, one decent meal a day. But through hard work, through togetherness, my siblings and I, we compete every day to wake up in the morning just to water the plant. From the activities which is planted until now in my mind, that time, yes, we were eating one decent meal a day, but actually we are living healthier than most of the people are. Because every day we have a non-stop supplies of papaya, banana, tapioca, yam, seasonally mangoes, avocado. We have everything, especially some of you know chiku. Yeah? Chiku is very, very interesting. The more you take the fruit from chiku tree, the more fruit will be given to you from that tree. So my diet, rice once a day, but the rest very healthy, organic fruits. So the way for me to survive is to try our best. The orphanage is actually an enlargement of my upbringing. During my upbringing, we have only 1,000 square meter of land, but 17,000 square foot. We were able to support food-wise for a family of 6. So the orphanage now, we are blessed that we have enough properties to plant rice, fruits, and a lot more. And some of you actually are like, I feel very happy here. There's a few interactors here, is it? Two interactors receiving the nomination. Is that you? Oh. So, for the youth, I encourage you to join Interacts or later on Rotarex. I myself, I'm a charter president for Rotary Club in Singapore. And sometimes you see me walking in one-room flat HDBs in Singapore. We are looking for empty houses or rooms with no furniture. So sometimes our friends just walk through and then finally try to find the residents. And through other friends, through networks, we provide all the furniture and fixtures. So interactors, there are so many things that you can do in Singapore as well. So don't stop doing it. Time is up. To summarize things, if you like Ferrari as a young person, Ferrari is very delicate, nicely designed. I'm sure you don't like someone who is reckless to drive that car. You like a good maintenance, you have a proper license, proper skills to drive it. Same goes. Singapore. Singapore is a very, very delicate kind of country, well developed, shaped up by the leaders. And I'm sure the leaders is not happy if in the future Singapore will be driven by reckless youth or drivers. So you have all the potentials. It's for you to develop it, to continue the great Singapore, to be a successful country, to be shining in the world, and please don't let down your past leaders. Thank you.